Hey, it's Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to test and replace the lid switch on your GE top-load washer. It's a safety device that tells the washer if the lid is open or closed. Some models also have a lock in the switch. If the lid lock has failed, then the lid won't lock. Before we get started, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more DIY appliance repair videos. Let's make those laundry days troubles a thing of the past. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. In this video, we're going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver, small flathead screwdriver, a putty knife, some tape, and a lanyard. Remember that safety comes first. Always unplug your washer or switch off the circuit breakers to prevent electrocution. First, we're going to go around to the back of the washer and use the 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the screws that hold the access panel on. Once you have them out, you can slide the panel to the right and release the tabs, then pull it off and set it aside. Then pull back on the console to unlock it and rotate it over so we have access to the control board. Now that we have access to the control board, we can unplug the lid switch wiring harness. Just press on the locking tab and unplug it. We're going to test the lid switch lock for continuity, so make sure your multimeter is set to continuity. Then we're going to test for continuity on the red and blue wires. Just stick a test lead in each one. You should have continuity. If not, the lock is bad and you'll have to change it out. In order to change out the lid switch, you just want to follow the wiring harness back to the cabinet top and unclip the holder that holds it in, and use a small flathead screwdriver to push the other clips through. You just have to press on the longer side of the clips and push them through the cabinet. Once you have them off, we can put the console back on. Just rotate it back over, line up the tabs and push it forward to lock it in. Then use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put one screw back in to hold it in place. Since the lid switch comes with a new strike, we're going to have to take the old one off. Open the lid and you'll see the strike here on the bottom. Use a Phillips screwdriver to take out the screws that hold it on and set it aside. Now we can lift up the top of the washer. Just use a putty knife to release the two locking tabs that hold it down. They're located just about 1 inch or 2 on each side of the handle opening. Just press in on them with the putty knife to release them, while we grab the lip of the top and pull up on it so it doesn't lock back in. Then lift the top up so we can reach the lid switch underneath. You can see there are 2 locking tabs that hold the bezel onto the switch. Just bend them so they're released from the switch. Then lower the top back down and lift the bezel off and set it aside. There's a locking tab that we have to release so the lid switch will come out. Just press on it with a small flathead screwdriver and slide the switch over to release it. Then we're going to close the lid and tape it down so it doesn't fall when we lift up the top. When you lift the top up, you want to be extra careful because this washer doesn't have any hinges on it. Lift the top up and hook the lanyard in the top and then down to the cabinet. Once you have the top supported, we're going to grab the lid switch and pull it up from these 2 metal holders and off the washer. Here's the old lid switch and strike next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new lid switch on, we're going to line it up with the opening in the top and slide it over to lock it in place. Then we're going to use a small flathead screwdriver to bend out the metal clips and run the wiring harness along the side. Press the 2 plastic locking clips into the top, then feed the wiring harness through the hole and clip in the last holder. Then we're going to lower the top down. So unhook the lanyard and lower it down. Make sure it locks into the tabs. Remove the tape from the top and lift it up so we can put the bezel back on. There's a little locating pin on one side, so make sure it's lined up before you lock it in. Once you have the bezel on, we can put the new strike on. Just line it up on the lid and use a Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in that hold it on. Then we can close the lid and go around back. Take the 1/4-inch nut driver and remove the screw that's holding the console on, and then pull back on the console, rotate it over and set it on top of the machine. Then run the wiring harness over to the control board and plug it in. You want to make sure it locks in so you get a good connection. Then grab the console and put it back in. Make sure you line up the tabs and push forward on it to lock it in. Grab the access panel and put it back on. You want to line up the locking tabs and slide it to the left, and then use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put in the screws to hold it in place. Once you have the machine put back together, you can plug it in and take it for a spin. Great job on replacing the lid switch on your GE top-load washer. We hope this guide has helped you fix the washer lid that wasn't locking. We'd love to hear how your repair went, so feel free to leave a comment below. If you find you still need a replacement lid switch, you can visit us at appliancepartspros.com with your model number. Most orders arrive in just a few days. Thank you for letting us assist you with your repair, and we look forward to helping you with your next project.